Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to download Logic 2010, install it, get it started, and then create an account in it. So if you're taking a course with me, there will be a Canvas, the link to the 2010 download site in Canvas, so you'll find that in the first module with the first course content. So you just click on that site, or on that link to get you to the site. Also, you could Google Logic 2010 download, and that will get you there, okay? So the first link, if you Google it, will be to just the download page, which is this. So you agree that the computer, the program can destroy your computer, just like you agree when you do that with any program you install on your computer. This program is harmless and will never do that. Good, so now you need to download the right version. So if you're on a Windows computer or PC, you'll download Logic 2010 for Windows. If you're on a Mac, then you're going to find the Logic 2010 for Mac link. I'm on a Mac, so I'm going to download the Logic 2010 for Mac version. It's actually easier, the installation process is slightly easier on a Windows program, so you can just follow along and it'll be easy. If you're on a Mac, it's a little bit involved, and there's a little security hurdle you have to overcome, and I'm going to show you how to do that in this video as well. If you find yourself having any troubles with installing the Mac after watching this video and making sure you go through each of those steps, then email me, but watch the video first. Okay, so we're going to click Logic 2010 for Macintosh, and that's going to download it. It's going to go into our downloads folder. So we'll wait for it to download. So if you're on a Mac, then you're going to see Logic down there in the dock, and you might try clicking on that. And if you do, it'll give you this show you the stuff in the downloads folder. If you click on it here, you're going to get this message which says it cannot be opened because a developer cannot be verified. So you're going to have these two options, move to trash and cancel. Neither of those are appealing. You're going to click cancel. And now if you're on a Mac, I'm going to show you how to get around this problem. If you're on a Windows computer, then you're not going to have to do that. If you know where the downloads are, that's great. Go ahead and just open it. If you don't know how to do that, then find the Windows key in the bottom left-hand corner of your keyboard. Hit that. You'll have a search option among the different things that come up, and then just type in Logic and then 2010, and that will find the program for you. You're then, if you're on a Windows, going to want to skip ahead a little bit to the point where I've actually got the program running in the video, and then you'll see how to do the registration process. I'll walk you through that. If you're on a Mac, so Windows, you're going to skip ahead a little bit, just scroll in the video. If you're on a Mac, then hang out and watch what I do so we can get around this little security problem. So if we try to open it from here, it's just not going to work. We won't be able to get it open. So instead, we have to get a Finder window. So if for some reason you're not in your Finder, go down here and click there. That's your Finder. The bottom left, this sort of little smiley face. You click there. It's going to open up a window. And you want to go and find the Downloads folder, which will be somewhere in this list. You're going to click Downloads. And there you'll see the application. And you think, oh, hooray, I'm going to open it. Well, you're going to double click on it, and it's going to give you this same error message. It cannot be opened because a developer cannot be verified, and you only have these move to trash or cancel options. So again, you want to click cancel. What are we going to do? There are a variety of options that you have. If you know about sort of secondary click, right click, you can do that here, and it'll give you this menu. You can click open here, and then you'll get the option to open it there, and you'll be good to go. But that might, for a variety of reasons, that might not work for you. If it doesn't, then what are we going to do? We're going to go up to the Mac menu up here. We're going to click Systems Settings. We're going to have a whole bunch of options. We want to find Privacy and Security. So you're going to click on Privacy and Security. And you're going to scroll way down, and you're going to see there are all these options. You're going to ignore all of them. It's going to say Security. And you want this to be set to allow applications downloaded from App Store and identified developers. If you're having problems with this, you shouldn't need to mess with these buttons, because you should have this message here, which says Logic 2010 was blocked from use because it is not from an identified developer. And then you're going to click this Open Anyway button. And you're going to have to enter your password. And then you're going to get this option, and then you have these three options, and now we have the Open option, and this time you want to click Open. And now the program is going to open. Okay. We can see it's going there. It's going to take a little bit of time when it first opens up. You might get this message. cannot write to the installation location. You think, oh gosh, what do I need to do now? So if that happens, then you need to move the program. The easiest thing to do is to just put it onto your desktop, okay? So now we're gonna open it again, and now we should be able to just double click it. It's fine, it opens, and that's the way it will always work from now on. So you're never gonna have to go through this privacy and security things. Once you give it that permission to open once, then you're good to go. Okay, so now we can go ahead and actually, we've got the program running, we can now create an account. We can register. So you're going to choose your institution. So I'm demonstrating this for Elko, but you might be somewhere else. You might be, for example, at Cal Poly Palm. Whatever institution you're at, find that institution. Find the appropriate term. It should default to the appropriate term. Make sure it's right, though. And then click OK. So it's going to say update your copy with the proper local version, whatever. Whenever it asks you to update, update it. In particular, this is how it downloads new problems. So if you're ever working in the program and you can't find any assigned problems, quit the program, restart it, it will update, and when it does, it will download the problems that you are missing. So we'll go ahead and click update. This will take a second, shouldn't take very long. And now we're going to click register. And we're going to enter our student ID, so I'm going to make one. Well, actually, let's see. Let's do 3467 because I'm pretty sure I haven't made one of those. Okay. Use your student ID number. You need to know your student ID number because that's how I hook up the Logic 2010 database with your scores from Logic 2010 with Canvas, which is where I calculate your course grade. If you want to get credit for your Logic 2010 work, then you need to use your student ID when you create your account when you create your Logic 2010 account. So make sure you find out what your student ID is and then enter that in right here. So, but I'm student ID 3467, so we're going to say register. So that's fine. Put in your name, so you don't need your middle name. Put in your email address, and then whatever email address. This email address you will almost certainly never get email sent to from the program, but just in case, enter whatever your school email address is here that you use for school-related email. Click Save. Password. So this password actually can be super simple, and do not use any of your other passwords for this password. So my password for this account is just going to be 789 and then 789. Okay, very simple, and it's actually good to make this a simple password you don't use for anything else because security is not a big issue here, and you definitely don't want to use any of your other important passwords. If you forget your password, I can reset it. You'll need to tell me what it's going to be, but I can reset it. So if you forget your password, email me. So click Create. The Logic 2010 program will sample work. In particular, it records statistical information about how long problems take and what percentage of students complete them successfully, but it's not linked to any individual. So I can see how long it took the class overall to complete a problem, but I will never know how long it took you to complete a problem. I will know if your individual submissions are correct or incorrect, but that's the only thing I'll know about your specific work is what you've submitted and if it's correct. That's the only thing I'll know about you in particular. Okay, so then we have these options for what the program is going to look like. Font size, you can make it bigger if it's too small. Monochrome. So normally, if you don't check this, the program is going to end up being in the blue and gold colors that the icon is in. If you click monochrome, it will all be in this gray scale that you can see right here. So it's up to you. Do you want blue and gold because it was created at UCLA, or do you want monochrome? Up to you, and you can. This window will always come up when you open the program, and so you can decide each time if you want to change it. So we'll just leave it alone, and we'll click Continue. Okay, so we are now a user. So here it's blue and gray, but then if you open up any of the work modules where you're actually doing the work, then it will be in blue and gold. These top buttons are where all the modules are. That's where you'll be doing your homework. These 4 buttons give you various documentation. These down here, the assignments button, that will open the website where your Logic 2010 assignments are. Now, for the first homework assignments, there is no homework to do in Logic 2010. Once you've got to this window, you've created your account and you're good to go. Course website, that will take you to the Canvas website. So right now, though, all you need to do is click on Quit, Or if you're going to be using this program on multiple computers, then click on delete work and quit. The backup button will back up your work to an online database, so that you can then, if you use the program on a different computer, then when you launch the program on that other computer, you're going to do what's called a restore. If you remember, there was register, restore, and quit when we first got into the program, and that will download your user information, all the work you've done, to that other computer. Okay, so if you're going to be moving around from computer to computer, use the delete work quit option, but otherwise click the quit button. The program will always, if you haven't backed up your work, it will ask you if you want to back it up, so you never need to quit this. Click that button, but whenever it does ask you to back up your work, go ahead and tell it to back it up. So I'm just going to click quit. Because I haven't done any work, there's no backup. So that's what you need to know about getting your Logic 2010 account created. If you have any questions, let me know on the either email me or post on the general questions discussion board. Okay, so good luck, and should be straightforward. But if anything does come up, let me know.